The expenses for employees' sick leave for a car manufacturer in Germany were so high that they needed to produce 20,000 extra cars to compensate for it. The company managers asked themselves, how did we come to this point? The reasons were different. The productivity went down and employees needed to fill in for each other because of sick leave. Monitoring sick leave was poor and untrained management were not equipped with the right tools to deal with the situation.
Numerous manufacturing companies around the globe are facing similar situations on an everyday basis. For instance, 6 million euros in direct costs were lost by one Swedish company with 1,600 employees because of an 8% sick absence in 2021.
High sick leave affects the overall company's productivity level. As an alternative, companies could increase productivity by introducing concepts like robotization, digitalization, process improvement, and 3D printing to compensate for low human productivity. Of course, this is all theoretical.
If a factory chooses to robotize and automate processes, the human factor is even more crucial. Investing in human capital is necessary to keep a company up and running. If the skilled employees who operate the machines are on sick leave, they are difficult to replace.
To prevent situations like these disrupting the business, companies need to find an optimal method to manage human resources. Investments through leadership training, physical exercise, and different healthcare solutions are most commonly used for improving employees' well-being. In theory, each of these solutions give a positive effect, but it may not necessarily address employees' specific problems or needs.
An effective human capital management is possible only if company managers understand their workforce. The bigger the company, the more difficult it is for managers on all levels to get an overview of each employee's productivity, sick leave, or some occurring problems, unless they have the right tools that provide them with the correct data and analysis.
Different employee productivity platforms are often used to help managers identify recurring patterns and get notified when they need to take action. Let's illustrate this with an example. An employee, let's call him Mike, is absent from work every second Monday. Mike is part of a big team, and his absence often goes unnoticed by his manager. However, if the company uses an ERP system or a task management app, Mike's absence gets registered there. If this behavior continues, the manager gets a notification. The manager has two options here: to extract the data from the systems, process it and take action, or do nothing. What can go wrong here, apart from the worst-case scenario of doing nothing? Firstly, Mike's manager needs to reallocate his time and energy to extract and process the information through different tools and documents in a disconnected process. Secondly, the way of working can result with different consequences. GDPR issue, lack of compliance with local legislations, transfer of responsibility and tasks, no hierarchy transparency, missing financial aspect, lack of quality control.
And what if all this could be handled in a completely different way?
If Mike's managers get support from the system, not only on the data and analysis, but also on how to conduct an action plan, how to prepare for the meeting, handle the situation, and talk to Mike, Mike gets notified about the initiated activity. The system provides Mike's manager with discussion guidelines, root cause analysis, and the follow-up actions and quality check. If the manager can handle the case themselves, the process stops here. If the manager realizes that the employee needs professional help, there will be an escalation process. The system guides the manager on which third party needs to be included in the process. And all these actions support local legislations, hierarchy transparency, and are GDPR compliant by default.
The cost of systematic sick leave in manufacturing companies can often be equal to the profit levels. The biggest issue is connected to managers not dealing with it. Therefore, a smooth and complete system-supported process is really needed.
Aino is the world-leading employee productivity platform for manufacturing companies, and is frequently reducing the sick leave associated costs for manufacturing clients